Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Beyond Lair, the Beyond Lair series for Spookston, the human necromancer of Kiku, that I managed to get to Lair after a couple of unsuccessful tries. It appears that my very strong, my strong insistence that you guys not pick this one was actually counterproductive, and it turns out that now I'm playing this guy first, with 11 likes. That's pretty good, yes. So I guess I do have to play him, as frustrating as it is, because this character I am pretty sure is going to die in about 10 seconds. Let's see. So it's been about like a week and a week at least since my last video on this guy. So I'm kind of not sure what he's got. I think I reached Lair literally like I pretty much reached Lair and then just decided to stop because I didn't want to go any further and risk dying. I'm gonna leave it for this part, I guess. So this is gonna be pretty interesting. I'm gonna clear D9 at least, maybe even D10. So that's a Centaur Warrior. There's pretty much no way I can kill this thing. I actually have to just blink and hope he doesn't kill me in one hit. Okay, so I guess I'm not gonna be going to do... okay. Well, looks like I'm not doing that, guys. Bolt of Draining is one good spell that I really want, I think. So that's probably going to be the one spell that I'm actually going to be casting. This character is going to be so dead by the end of this. It's going to be a little bit embarrassing, actually. What did I just do? Teleport trap, good. Okay, so... Oh, that's pretty good. Staff of Wizardry. B-K-A. Yeah, okay. So, essentially what's going to happen is, I'm going to find an enemy that's too strong, and it'll probably kill me. If I don't get to that point, well, I'll be in really good shape. Because, once Kiku's piety starts kicking in, I'll be getting some pretty sick gifts. I'll either be getting higher level necromancy, which is good, or I'll be getting eventually the pain weapon, which is also good. So I just need to kind of stay alive until that happens, and I will be okay, I guess, because I'll be able to use a quick blade, a little dagger of pain, which should be able to tide me through most of the game. Pain is, again, the best brand possible. So yeah, I'm kind of worried, but at the same time, you know, I know for a fact that if I get anywhere, like, if I survive this, I'll be in good shape. Unfortunately, I got a really out-of-depth spawn with my, I got a really out-of-depth spawn with a D9 Centaur Warrior. I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to happen, ever. So, that's gonna suck. Yeah, apart from that, though, this guy is getting somewhere. Okay, so Bolt of Draining is castable, pretty much. Let's put it on F. And if I switch to the, Wizardry, we almost get it castable, which is pretty good. I might need to turn something off just to get conjurations up, and that might be short fighting, not short blades. Alright, Minotaur's Labyrinth, let's keep going. So yeah, I just need to play this guy really carefully until I get to a point where I can actually do something. Because otherwise, this isn't going to be awesome at all. It's going to actually suck. I don't survive. Alright, Kiku's granted me a gift. Doesn't seem to give me anything good. That's fine though. Violet Floods is a good pickup. There's the... I have boots already. Okay, good. Cloak, helmet. I'm just checking to make sure that my character is as strong as possible before I enter. Then again, if I'd missed something from like a couple of floors back, I wouldn't have been able to catch it get it in time anyway. So I'm not sure why I waited that long. Alright, Minotaur. So the Minotaur's Labyrinth is pretty easy, I suppose. The only bad thing is if he hits me with something that's really like hard to avoid, like maybe a Rod of something or a Bolt spell, he will probably kill me. I just need to be a bit more careful, I guess, about how I approach things. I don't have a wand of digging, so this is going to be a fully cleared out labyrinth. This is going to be a legitimately tackled labyrinth. We're not going to be doing any shenanigans like digging through all these walls. Which is kind of bad because I was kind of hoping to do something cheesy like that. It always saves time. These guys are fine. Petrifying is kind of bad against mages, so I need to be careful. Make sure that nothing's hitting me 2 in a row. Starving. Ow. Okay, so this could be bad. I'm gonna use the ambrosia because while I'm stoned, it doesn't really matter if I'm confused or not. Just a little bit of a tip, I guess. So that was helpful. Managed to survive that basilisk hitting me. Yeah, I'm a little bit out of it, if you can't tell. And the reason why is because I've just been playing Dark Souls for a while. Like, I've been enjoying that game way too much. It gives me a level of, like, difficulty that really, even Crawl doesn't kind of, actually, not difficulty, I'd say. More just like that sense of exploration. It's new. Everything's like Crawl again. The only difference with this game and that game is, of course, Crawl is, doesn't like farming. This Dark Souls, you can farm as much as you like, which is kind of reassuring for me because I'm not the best player, so I like taking steps to make sure that I win. We are moving further and further away from the Black Rock, which is kind of bad. I think we just went back to all the way back to where we started, which is rats. That sucks. That means that probably I could have saved time by just going right, but you know, you never know with these labyrinths, really. Like, it's hard to tell if you're going in the right or wrong direction. Okay, so I went the wrong direction again. So we've wrapped around the whole place. That means the labyrinth, the Minotaur should be around here somewhere, I think. Nope. Okay, never mind. He wouldn't be left of here, would he? I don't think the labyrinth is the Black Rock area is that wide. It would accommodate that much space. We'll see though. Apparently it is. Maybe it's on this side? No? This is bad. Bad for time, bad for everything, really. Oh, I'm so horribly lost. Oh, gross. Okay, so that means that implies that the Black Rock, the Minotaur's on the left side, which is weird because I entered from the left side originally. So, yeah, this is going to be a really weird-looking journey, I guess. Have to go all the way around to the left. I might just teleport. I often do that. If I'm stuck somewhere, I'll just teleport somewhere else, and it sometimes fixes the problem. This is one of those like rare moments where, yeah, I'm going to teleport. Alright, so I'm on the right side again, so that kind of sucks. Maybe we can get somewhere, please. Nope. Okay, we're horribly lost. So we're just going to keep moving. Pray that, like, we accidentally find the Minotaur's Labyrinth. Okay, that's not it. That's not it. Okay, maybe the blood mark is telling me the right way to go. Who knows? Nope, it's not. Okay, so this is... I'm ultra lost, by the way. I have no idea where I'm going. I'm just hoping that I find the Labyrinth Minotaur soon. Oh, there he is. Okay, so the best step here is probably to agony him. Oh my goodness. That was a lot of damage. Okay, let's File of Floods. And we killed him in one hit. Good. Ooh, that was close. He managed to do half my health in one shot. That's a lot of jewelry. And literally nothing else, so that's perfect for me. Let's put this on. Oh, this ring is good. Let's see what the other ring does. Minus Telly, that's not even worth considering. Yeah, that's actually worth dropping, just so I don't even get any ideas. Let's see what the other rings are. Ice, and plus 3 of 8. That's pretty good. So I guess we'll take it out, take everything out, but we're gonna go upstairs and just dump all of the rings that we don't want. So I think these two are not necessary. This stasis isn't necessary. Sustain attributes is pointless. Invis is pointless. Do I really want Kiku? Let's do it. Alright, so this is a Clarity, Corrode, Arlec, RN, Strength +5. That's fine as well. If it was Faith, I realized that I wouldn't care anyway, because all I'd do is just use Kiku's gifts and then take it off. It wouldn't be a big deal. I don't have any way of resisting fire, so technically that ring is a good choice, but at the same time, it's still an awful choice because it means that I can't teleport away. I will keep it on for now. I'll have it on hand for now, but what was that? But I definitely won't be yeah, I won't be keeping it on my fingers for very long. I should probably recharge this training. No, I do have Bolt of Training already. Damn. Okay. How about we turn spellcasting off, turn conjurations on? That seems fine, I guess. I don't know. There's too much thought process here, and it's kind of bothering me. Alright, so Hydras are actually a fairly straightforward fight for this character, which is odd considering how many weaknesses he has. All you need to do is just agony him 3 times and then hit him with a bolt spell, and they die pretty quickly. Same for this kind of enemy, like Cataplepuses. You just agony them, they die. Really easy. Very straightforward. Yeah, okay, so that could be a potentially cool glove on the bottom left, but at the same time, I think MP is probably better for this character, at least now. I will hold it just to see what it is. It's nothing, so. Ah, well, there's noise outside. I don't know if I should keep recording. I think there's construction, or someone is just being a jackass. I don't know which one it is. Might not be construction, I don't know. Someone's just, yeah. It sounds like they're using a lawnmower on concrete or something. I don't know. It's a bit of a weird sound. Oh, I just realized that corrosion is not as good as I thought it would be. So the amulet might not be the best thing to have on. I'm not really sure. -4 corrode is pretty bad. Turns my non-existent defense to negative defense, pretty much. Well, not quite non-existent, but yeah, it basically nullifies like half my armor, which is not good. Not at this stage in the game. I guess I could argue that keeping it on is better because I shouldn't be in the situations where I'm meleeing stuff anyway. Not yet, at least. So I guess I'll keep it on for now. It's not a good idea, though. Seems like this run is being epitomized by not good things. Yeah, I really hope that's not being picked up. Oh well. One thing that really struck me before I started recording was I just realized that Lair doesn't have any artificial lighting. How does all this stuff occur? I know the dungeon is like magically powered or some crap. I don't really remember. There's like some vague explanation that there's artificial lighting everywhere, but Lair doesn't seem to have that. So I wonder what's the roof. Like, I can't see up with this game, so it's kind of an interesting thought. I can't really. Oh, this is gonna suck. I have no answer for this whatsoever. The conventional wisdom says run away. I might listen to it this time because this is gonna be really sad. Like, there's no way in hell that I can. Okay, scratch that. I can actually fight some elephants. Now that I have 2 elephants with me, fighting 1 elephant is not going to be too much of a drag. But fighting 3 elephants is going to kill me. Having said that, I'm gonna keep fighting because I'm an idiot. Yay! I mean, it's working out, but it's only working out because I'm pretty lucky with my rolls. And I'm kind of kiting this guy around, making the elephant fight him. Hey, so I can actually fight elephant packs. Maybe this guy isn't so weak. I can. Oh, okay. So now we have an interesting crossroads. Do I want more int or do I want more dex? And I'm thinking dex actually. Int is fine and all, but honestly, spellcasting is like I'm not going to be casting that much, just necromancy pretty much, and I guess to some extent charms for haste and stuff. But if you think about it, like it's not mandatory, I suppose, that I need like 50 int to train charms and like boost. As a general rule of thumb, booster spells like booster class schools like necromancy and charms, they don't really need that much int. Like you can get haste castable on a 7 int minotaur. It's happened before. It's not easy, but it still happens. Like you don't need spell power at all, so int is not really that great. That's why I'm thinking dex is probably better, just for that little bit of extra dodge. that I wouldn't be able to get otherwise. Alright, so here is where Bolt of Draining comes in handy. It shoots in a line. At some point, I have pretty much no doubt that they're not going to watch this for like a couple of months if they're that far behind, but at some point someone asked me, why did you pick up Bolt of Draining on that debuff wizard, I think it was? And yeah, my answer is, well, Bolt of Draining is a pretty good spell for someone who doesn't have the options. It shoots in a line, it does fairly strong damage against enemies in Lair because they're all living. And like ultimately it's just a good spell. Like, there's nothing really you can say that's bad about it. It's only slot inefficient because it is outdone a little bit by like other spells, but if you think about it, it's actually a very decent spell because it does do that debuff, and it works on all these living targets. That pain spam was painful. Let's just use Agony is probably cheaper, I think, but yeah. Oh, so I didn't really explain what Agony does. So Agony is this spell that basically torments an enemy, cuts their health in half. It's really decent in Lair, and I always pick it up almost always pick it up if I'm going Kiku, and the reason why is because it just absolutely wrecks enemies. Like, Urug's almost dead, and I didn't do anything. I cast 2 spells on it. If you think of it in terms of like pure damage style, it's a very powerful spell because it's guaranteed to do half health if they get hit by it. If they don't, well, boo. Control Undead I would really like right now. I don't have it on me, but against Nagail it's a pretty good spell. Let's actually use Bolt of Draining against her, see how she likes it. She didn't, and she's dead because of that. Yeah, so this guy's actually stabilized very well. Maybe I was overreacting a little bit to the weakness of the character. Once Lair hits, if you can survive the first couple of floors, you're pretty much good. So unless something really ridiculous happens to me, this character should make it. We'll all make it someday. But this one, maybe earlier than the rest. Kiku hasn't really shown any of his cool stuff yet, which is fine. We didn't really pick him with the intention of needing cool stuff, which is kind of stupid considering I picked such a flimsy build. It seems to counteract whatever I was doing, whatever I was talking about before. Alright, so let's see, what do we not want? We don't want the whip, we don't want the stones, we don't want empty draining, we don't want random effects. Maybe keep one. Nah, let's not. Random flame. Identify the one teleportation because it's good. Can't use ambrosia, which sucks, but we might keep it anyway, just in case we take off the amulet. Yeah, that's about it, really. Alright, so I just want to basically sit here and let my undead do half the work, and I can do the other half. It's kind of a good idea to always let your undead be hitting stuff. You don't want them to be just sitting behind you, doing nothing. Huh, so my short blade is actually coming along very nicely. At 10, when it hits 10 delay, I'm turning it off for sure. But for now, it's actually very decent. I figured out why my character doesn't suck anymore. It actually has weapons. He actually has weapon skill, which is amazing. All my spells are getting really easily castable. We can turn Conjurations off for now, and we will stop focusing Necromancy. Actually, no, we'll keep focusing Necromancy, and we will start turning off Dodge instead. Let's ID some Draining. Why not? Again, use the 3 Agonies into Bolt spells. Counter to Hydras. It's pretty good. So this is working out very well. Usually once you get a reasonably headed Hydra on your map, it's almost impossible for you to die because the Hydra does way more damage than a regular undead would do. What? I really want to. Okay, I couldn't. I was trying to stay on that square just to regenerate 1 mana. If I could regenerate 1 mana, I would have gotten a free Elephant Corpse. Unfortunately, these guys have different plans for me. They've trampled me every single turn, which is unfortunate, but understandable. I could have gone for that shaft upstairs. I probably should have, but meh. Alright, let's keep going. Oh wait. I was about to say oh yeah and oh wait, and then they got kind of mixed up. My bad. I completely forgot that I had Bolt of Draining for some reason. So yeah, good. Now I can actually use AoE against these guys, which is a very good strategy. Alright, so a lot of things are coming. This character is coming along very nicely. Very happy with his performance so far. A lot of necromancy spells kind of show you the power of Kiku. Not yet though, you haven't seen the real power. So once we get in there, that's when the fun really begins. You get to see some really sick damage. Let's see, what's this book? Book of Ice. Do I want a Book of Ice? Yes, because Simulacrum's in there. Simulacrum is one of the most amazing spells in the game. Or at least it used to be. It's a bit less so now, but it's still pretty good. And I'm gonna probably use that as my endgame engine for winning. I'm not really sure though. Let's try to... Okay, we need to find some food. Okay, never mind, we're not gonna find any food. Damn it. Alright, so let's Agony this, I guess. Use Bolt of Draining to stack up all the damage. Finish him off with some Vampiric Draining. Got a lot of draining. Even use the Dagger of Draining. Yeah. Look at that. One Fireball, screw that. Actually, maybe keep that. Why not? Just realized it was not terrible. Cool thing about Bolt of Draining is you can also shoot it through your undead, which is kind of nice. I don't really use that often because it doesn't really matter most of the time. But if in the off chance it is required, you can do it. It's a cool thing. Alright, let's... So I wanted to butcher that elephant and then... Ooh, one of the ones, good. I butchered the elephant so I could eat its chunks, and then I animated the rest of the guys. It's kind of why I like having both spells, because you can still maximize your number of undead. Maybe you get a little bit less effectiveness, but you also get to eat, so pretty useful. Let's grab that guy, pull back here a little bit, make sure to melee that guy out of the way. Yeah, we should be starting to see some solid results. Kiku's Piety's up to 4 pips, that's pretty good. Making decent progress. Character's starting to get a little bit more dodgy, a little bit more necromantic. I don't really see many enemies that are going to be an issue, maybe? Hopefully. Please. Let's just shoot a fireball for no real reason. Kind of want to just do that in case I get a lucky hit on them, I guess. Maybe one-shot one. That'd be nice. I don't know if I did. Wasn't really paying attention to the numbers. Magic Darts Wand, useless. Oh, okay. So let's just get on top of this corpse. Start draining these frogs when they come into melee with me. That way I can kind of mitigate the damage that they're doing to me and reduce the risk. There's obviously other ways. There are better ways to use my mana probably in terms of killing it, but I just want to be careful. Let's okay, so I didn't manage to get the Hydra twice with the 3 times with the Agony, but 2 times is good enough given my high necromancy now. Oh man, Pain is actually doing pretty decent damage, which is surprising. Let's continue the strategy against Blig Frogs. Just hit them with stuff as they move out of range, and then when they come into range, drain them. Very safe, very solid. Wand of Fire, that's definitely good. Let's just figure out what this is. Gourmand, do I really want that on top of Arlek, RN, Strength plus 5? Yes, probably. I would argue that it's a better thing for now. Probably because Clarity is not that useful, in all honesty. It's very limited in its appeal. It's also... Arlek is fine. It's good, even. But I'm just not using it now because it's not... I'm not going to see much with Arlek. I realize now that treating it as a exotic resistance will probably lead to the best results with this character. Let's see. There's nothing really I want in these books, but I'll keep them anyway, just in case. I can probably drop this Venom and these needles. Let's drop the Fireball. Guess start IDing some stuff. Oh, Potion of Heal Wounds. Wow. Okay, that's good. Oh, a Dagger of Freezing Arlek MR Dex -2. That's an excellent dagger. Actually, that's really good. That'll tide me over until I start using the Pain Dagger, which I inevitably will be using. Or the Quick Blade. I don't really know which one I'd prefer. Maybe the Quick Blade. And by quick blade that I don't have, I mean I'm going to acquire a weapon, get a quick blade. If anything, if the past has taught me anything though, it's going to give me a triple sword of +0 triple sword of flaming. No, not even flaming. Sorry, that's too useful. Protection. Yeah, that's the. I'm calling it now. That's the next climate scroll get when I acquire weapons. And I know that's going to be the case because it never gives me what I want. If you were watching last game in my random roulette series, oh, this is a really bad spot. Let's summon corpses, get some dudes. That'll help with the issue of. Okay, maybe I might be dead here. No? Okay, draining's good. Draining is very good, actually. Actually, yeah, maybe I shouldn't use this dagger. It's only +1, if you think about it. +1 of freezing. It's not that good. And I'll use it for now, but I need to be aware that it's not a very great weapon. This is a really bad spot for me, but I'm going to stay here in case my undead can handle it, and so I don't have to waste as many resources. If I kill a couple of these yaks, I can raise them, get some good stuff going. Let's shoot the Wand of Fire this way, I guess. No? Didn't work. Okay, so if I can get the 2 low health death yaks, in a line like that, I can probably take both out. That's a very good strat. Alright. Oh, I accidentally walked it down. That sucks. Okay, that's really bad for me. Let's use this teleport trap up here to get out safely. I say get out safely, but it could have just landed me wherever. What I meant to say is more. Okay, so apparently these guys can resist my agony pretty well. That's not good. I'm gonna bring them up again. Keep bringing them up. Oh, I thought drain was permanent. That's kind of weird. Let's use the Wand of Cold. Kill him. Good. I'm running out of food, which is fine, I guess, because ultimately, worst come to worst, I'll just use Kiku, deliver corpses to get some food. I am gourmanded soon, so I should be using my animate skeleton more than my, at least until I'm engorged. I'll be doing that now. Cool, Bolt of Draining is really working wonders. Like, I'm not a real caster, but I can pretend to be one for a little while, which is great, because I get all the power of a caster with pretty much none of the investment. And I still get to use my melee when I feel like it. I'm trying to kill these guys early on because I'm aware that, okay, this is potentially terrible. Nope, it's fine. Yeah, I'm trying to use... I have no idea what I was about to say. Damn, I forgot. Oh, whatever. Yeah, okay, what I meant to say is that was a tactical thing that I was trying to talk about. In that situation there with the Death Yak approaching and a bunch of yaks near me, I wanted to kill the yaks first because I could animate their corpses. That would have helped me immensely in the fight against the Death Yak, so that's why I tried to do that, even though it was a bit risky. I think it worked out pretty well. That's a cloak. I'm pretty sure... Oh, I do have a cloak. Damn. I just need a helmet now, right? Yeah, helmet. And maybe a buckler, but I don't really care for bucklers right now. It's not going to do too much for me, I think. This is pretty bad. I'm going to back off. Yeah, back off. I'm going to try to draw this crocodile up. That's good. Ow. Ow. Okay, so what I did there was just like check which tiles weren't on fire, and then I just, stepped on those ones. It's a bit of a dance, but meh. This is a lot of death yaks. It's really sad, I guess. Let's summon some dudes using Kiku's corpse delivery. It's really strong here, especially in Lair where it can get a Hydra. Hydras are amazing at killing enemies. Let's try to keep fighting. Good. So for like tiny bit of piety, I could kill 1,000,000 death yaks. That's really great. And these enemies, if this is the vault I'm thinking of, the poison one. Yeah, this should not be really a problem for this character either. Vault spells will handle all the spooky enemies. Unfortunately, though, I am not gonna survive this guy, so I'm gonna use the. I need to get away. Yeah, I was thinking, should I stay? But then I was thinking if I was. I don't know. I was gonna say some words and then didn't come out right, and yeah, bad scenario. Hey, look, a great sling. That's the first great sling I've seen in this game. Still earlier than the other great sling guy, the guy who wanted to use great slings. Okay, so Deck of Draining is fine. I guess the one with Cold Zap 9 can go. It's probably, like, empty now. -2 Ring of Dexterity, that's completely useless. Let's see. More Death Yaks, of course, that's to be expected. Because when there's one Death Yak, there's 30, and Never Lucky always applies here. But actually, Kiku's handling it. I consider it... Look, honestly, this is a pretty tough... This was a really tough Lair, actually. There was a lot of elephants, there was a lot of... there were a lot of, what do you call them, Death Yaks. Not too many Hydras, which was okay, but... Like, usually you would consider having no Hydras to be a really lucky sign in Lair, but if it's for this character, having Hydras was fine. Fighting the Death Yaks seemed to be much more difficult because they hit harder. Oh, sorry, they don't hit harder, but they are harder to hit in terms of just like Acne. And yeah, so I guess this was unlucky, but I'm still managed to get through. This might very well kill me. I'm going to try to get out, maybe. No, let's just Bolt Spell and Pray. Bolt Spell and Pray, yeah. Alright, good. Let's summon some dudes. Try to move. Yeah, I'm moving backwards to try to get maximum value out of my bolts. I know that jumping spider, that wolf spider is pretty dangerous, so I managed to kill it. I was trying not to hit it, get in melee with it at all, and it worked out pretty well. I guess we can train more Dex. It doesn't really matter now whether I get Dex or Int. Dex gives me like a couple more evade. Int makes it so it's easier for me to pick up haste and other cool spells. It's not really that relevant anymore. Stat choices on this character really don't matter. Unlike a guy who's trying to transition, like I'd say the only times when stats really matter is when you're a low strength character trying to transition to heavy armor, because you know it obviously helps your encumbrance rating. Each point of strength will give you like 1 to 2 evade guaranteed, sometimes even 3. And like the other time is probably when you have an int based caster, because obviously int is amazing on them. It increases everything, including their spell power, all that good stuff. Let's shoot Bolt of Draining at Nessos. He's dead. Good. Didn't want him anyway. Yeah, so this has been pretty nice run actually with this character. I feel a lot less stressed out than I was when I first played him. Getting used to the grind, being a bit of a necromancer. I'd argue that necromancy is a little awkward to transition out of in the early game, unless you're playing really melee. Let's ID some stuff, why not? Wand of Frost I don't really need. Did I pick anything cool up? Not really. That's fine. Alright, so that wraps it up for this part, probably. Unless there's an extra part of the floor that I wasn't paying attention to. I took a lot longer with this character than I should. I'd say, not really. I took a decent amount of time, which is, I guess, good. The reason why I did that for this character is because it was kind of tough to get him through Lair. But, you know, it worked out, so I'm happy. So he's now about to hit his Power Spike, which is going to be when he hits 6 bits of piety. I'd say Pain is probably the best brand in the game for like just winning. The only one that beats it is probably Anti-Magic, and even then it's a tie, more of a tie. And Anti-Magic is basically the Pain of they serve different purposes basically. Anti-Magic is Zot, Pain is everything else but Zot. Yeah, so let's see. Let's clean up the inventory and then we'll stop. I guess Wizardry can go now. Stuff Power can definitely go. Yeah, we don't need that. Teleportation Ring can go. I already have the wand. The books can go. Anything else? I guess the javelins and the throwing nets can go. I probably won't be able to use it. Anything else? Let's see. The energy I kind of want to keep because it's pretty good. Let's ID these 2 wands. Yeah, sorry, these potions. Lignification can probably go on this character. He wants to be moving around a lot more. Anything else? No, not really. So this character is really low on inventory slots, which is great. Dodging is fine. Short blades can go off. Spellcasting can come back on. Necromancy is great to be trained. Simulacrum will be learned for now. And we'll chuck it. We'll leave it at B for now. We will be starting to train Ice Magic, so I guess fighting can come off, and Ice Magic can go on. I usually hate turning off fighting, but on a character like this, who's usually it's pretty much a caster, I'm okay with it. Not happy with it, but I'm willing to do it. I'm still training Necromancy because, of course, Necromancy is amazing for pain and just general Necromancy spells. If I do get a Necronomicon in the end game, I will be glad to have that much training. So yeah, that's Spookston finishing Lair. So part 2 is done. Beyond Lair is starting to get up, and we'll be having. Okay, so I guess after this, I think it was Midwise the Ogre is the one who's being played. So this character is going to be finished. Once this character is finished, Midwise is coming up, and then once that happens, I will move on to other series. And then, like at some point in the future, when my series finish, I will come back to Road to Lair round 3, which hopefully will be even more interesting. So yeah. If you guys stick with me until then, look forward to it, I guess. In the meantime, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.